Alright, welcome back everybody, Aesop Grim here, and this is the continuation of the first chronicle in our Mass Effect Legendary series. This one's going to be dialogue on the Normandy. We just finished up with the assignment, aka side mission, of taking care of the rogue VI on Luna for the Alliance. Also, just coincidentally and kind of unrelated to what we're doing today, I just noticed like Iron Bucket commented on one of the videos. I think it was episode 16. He was talking about how this game would never be made like this today, and he was talking about the female sexuality. He mentioned Liara and her what do you call that? Like it's like a pose animation. Whenever it's an idol, that's what you call it. It's an animation idol, and she very seductively pretty much goes over every curve of her body. I had not noticed that before, and the funniest thing about it is that he pointed this out. He put the time link in the episode that he's referencing, and it's exactly at the moment that I'm talking about whether or not I'd made the right decision about saving the Rachni, and she'd convinced me, and maybe I was simping for Liara. And whenever I'm talking, a lot of times I'm accessing things in my mind, right? And if you've ever learned anything about body language or reading people's body language, one of the things is I always forget which one it is, but I think if a person is looking up and to the left, they are accessing their memory, and if they're looking down, and I want to say to the right, they're lying. And there's something in psychology that proves this out. So whenever I'm talking about things, a lot of times I'm not really looking at the screen. I'm kind of looking all around. I'm looking off in distance or something, and it's because I'm thinking about what I'm saying. So I totally didn't even see her doing that as I was talking about simping for Liara, and I just thought that was hilarious. So I wanted to let you guys know about that. The Iron Bucket pointed that out. It was pretty funny. I lolled. So we're going to go talk to the crew. And I don't think there's anybody to talk to here. Caden never has anything to say, but I don't remember what's behind this door. Pardon me while I'm going to mute Mike while I clear my throat. This typically happens whenever I start talking for the first time a lot after having woken up. This must be my quarters. This must be the captain's quarters. Interesting. In Mass Effect 2, it gets a big treatment overhaul. Yeah, and our locker is over here too, so that's it. Oh no, I was wrong. Okay. Right, med bay. Okay, let's talk to Liara first then.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Yeah, let's talk.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
Uh-oh, that's a little brazen.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
Yeah, you guys kind of got a rep. I'm tempted to go with this one, but just because she kind of put herself out there like that, so it's hard not to take advantage. But I think explicitly because of that, because I would see it as one of those things like you set yourself up for that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna actually. She's broaching a serious subject, and she's maybe concerned about what we think of her. So let's delve deeper into what she's talking about.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
Well, you're really talking it up there, Liara. I mean, that's quite the statement. You realize you gotta live up to that now, right? You gotta set something up like that. This is like some dude bragging about how well endowed he is, yeah? Yeah, that's quite the statement. There's not an ounce of humility in that. Maybe she's not, but she's analytical, right? Humility doesn't really enter into her thinking. She just calls what is, and from her perspective. All right, I'm intrigued. Yeah.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
We could knock the door down. Okay, let's see here. Believe it or not, I don't know if this is translating well, but I'm actually trying to think. I'm caretaking here. What is best for her? Which I know probably isn't the smartest move. That's not the tactic. Anyway, tactics. Ugh, gross. We could put her at ease. This is another way, though, of putting her at ease. You could actually just bring it out, get everything out onto the table, and then reassure her. This is more my style right here. I'm going to go with this one. There is something, in real time, you never have time to think about this and self-analyze. As I'm looking at this right now, I think this is probably the smarter move. But I'm not necessarily looking for the smartest move. I'm looking, remember, everything, guys, that I'm going to be doing is going to be built on that thing that I said a few episodes ago. Everything is built on trust and credibility. Authentic is what I typically am aiming for. I don't really care if it's the smartest thing or not. I'm not trying to sit there and game somebody. I want to be honest. And I think getting all the cards out on the table and talking about vulnerabilities, this is the route that I'm going to go.
Wait, are you saying this is your first time?
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
Well, I'm waffling between this one and this one. At this point in time, I think she's looking for a signal from us. Is this a go or not? And if I went with this one, that, for lack of a better term, is kind of beta. And she's practically begging you for some direction here. So that's my read on the situation. I don't know if everybody agrees, but that's me.
I'm ready, if you are.
Eager is not the same as ready, Shepard.
Oh, we got
There's too much at
smacked.
stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I still don't think it was a mistake. We let her know, right? I think that's going to give her something to chew on for a while.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful, and now she is gone.
Are you going to be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Oh yeah, we've been down all this before. Okay, science fiction.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
And now we will head down and speak to the others.
Shepard.
So, you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause. I'm not like you, Shepard. I'm no hero. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
I think we've looked at all this.
You must have family other than your father.
Yeah.
Don't you miss them?
I already told you, Shepard. I promised to find my family's armor. Other than that,
How long have you been a merc?
long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
So long, Rex.
All right.
Shepard.
I've already taken care of distribution.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
Yeah, see, we can't go down this road.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the First Contact War ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Dadgummit. I made a mistake here. How do I extricate myself from this?
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
Don't tell me you're blamed for that.
Not formally. Dad got passed for promotion over and over. And I think my record merits more than garrison duty on a backwater agri-colony. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
Man, she's super interesting. I'm gonna have to do some other playthrough where I romance her, so I can get through all the dialogue options. Because the way I have things set up, and we are staying with it, and it's not like I regret it or anything. I can't really talk with Ashley too much, I think, or things will naturally progress. I think the dialogue system is set up that way.
Is this why you're always going on about the council?
If everyone else can look at Shanxi and say, this is why humanity needs to be stronger, then so can I. I'm entitled.
That's
So now
a
you know.
bad word to use.
Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
You're tough and decisive. I value those qualities.
Just consider me a fire and forget missile. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
All right. I don't know how much I can talk to Ashley in the future. You never know which one of those dialogue options is gonna cause a closer bonding.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Thank you, Garrus. I'll keep that in mind. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do catch him.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I'll be honest, that hadn't really occurred to me.
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
It'll depend on the situation. I'm not committing to anything until I've got him in my sights.
Fair enough. Either way, I'm right behind you, Commander.
That's quite the choice. As I've mentioned before on my channel, I was in the military for 20 years, so following orders and following chain of command outside of ridiculous, obviously unlawful orders. So, I mean, people say that military people are robots. That's just the furthest thing from the truth. The UCMJ demands that you be anything but. You have to understand what you're being told. You also have to understand the rules of lawfare, the rules of engagement, and you have to know whether what you're being commanded to do is the right thing or not. And you're also, kind of depends on which service you're in. All of them, this is true, but the degree to which they're true differ. But you're expected to have a conscience, and to have a moral compass, and to be able to ascertain, and when necessary, to in a correct way kick back. But if none of those things exist, then the structure of chain of command and trust in the system is a core integral part. And so here I am faced with this thing that Garrus is mentioning, and that's a really valid dilemma that he's brought up. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's why I answered the way I did. I don't know what I'm going to do until I'm in the moment. It's going to be a game time decision.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I didn't bring you along as a favor, Tally. You're here because you contribute to the mission, and I need all the help I can get on this one.
Don't worry. You can always count on me.
I should go.
See you later.
Okay. So I believe that's everybody. Yeah, at least Garrus brought it up, and I can kind of be mulling that over. But according to the dialogue, it sounds like we're close to getting at least the first part of the major mission done. Now that is in the mission category. We are going down and handling the assignments section right now, and that's what I'm going to be doing over the next several episodes. So on that note, let's take a look at what we have in options. And the next thing up is the United Naval Command, I think is what that stands for. Major Kyle in the Hawking Eta cluster. Hawking Eta was out here, I thought. Tamahira has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is icy and composed of sodium oxide with deposits of calcium. It contains a few unremarkable metals, but mainly consists of rock. The presence of canyons and floodplains indicates that liquid water once existed, suggesting Tamahira had a thicker insulating atmosphere in the past. That's right, we've looked at all this. We've been here before. Here's the moon. This is the planet. We are not able to land. I know we can land on Presop. Okay, we've already been to that planet, so did I miss something when we were out here? That was the planet that I got that big monster, wasn't it? Go to the Century system in the Hawking Eta cluster and investigate Major Kyle and his biotic followers. So this is the only option. Let's try Rex. Maybe. Achievement unlocked, Medal of Exploration 3. Turian wreckage, engine debris, and biotic compound. There it is. Okay, we will save it. And again, guys, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I will see you in the next episode where this story continues.